Come Have Coffee with Michelle is sponsored by Cincinnati Museum Center. It is time to come have coffee with a boom, boom, and a bang, as in fireworks. The biggest and baddest come from right here in Cincinnati and the award-winning Rozzi family. And since we're right around the corner from Riverfest, where thousands of people flock to the riverbanks to see the amazing display, I'm sitting down with one of the bosses, Joe Rozzi. You'll get a bang out of what he likes to do in his off time. It'll blow your mind.
I'm fourth generation.
Fourth generation. How in the world did the Rozzis get involved with fireworks?
You know, my great-grandfather came from a region of Italy that was known for fireworks. And that's what he did back in the late 1800s. So as Europeans immigrated to the U.S., he did the same thing and brought his craft here. There were actually a lot of Italian immigrants that came to the U.S. to make fireworks.
And the rest, as they say, is history. For Joe Rozzi, the boom crack-a-lacka is love. So tell me about what you love about fireworks, this business.
You know, it's entertaining. We get to show people what we like to do. I grew up in it, so the greatest joy I get is doing a show for an audience, whatever it's a Riverfest or if it's a wedding or whatever it is. It's the enjoyment you can bring.
The Rozzis have been wowing crowds for 127 years. Reds games, FC Cincinnati matches, festivals, weddings, even neighborhood block parties. What do you think it is about fireworks that most people love? I mean, is it just the boom, the bigness? What do you think it is?
It's all of it. I think it's the energy, it's the smell, it's the feeling, it's live, it's, you know, it lights up the night sky, and most of the time it signifies the end of an event or the end of an evening. When we travel to other cities, you know, fireworks are fireworks. Yeah, there's a fireworks show we have to do on the 4th of July.
But here,
I think in Cincinnati it's different. I think the people here are a lot more sophisticated when it comes to fireworks.
Rozzis have a lot to do with that, keeping up with fireworks trends and tricks of the trade.
And then it started getting more sophisticated with electric firing. Pushing buttons instead of lighting with a flare. And then digital firing systems came along to where you could do what we do at Riverfest, you fire from multiple locations, and then digital design, and then simulated design.
That's changing the game. Yeah.
It is, yeah. So you can actually watch what you've designed.
For now, the Rozzis are getting ready for the granddaddy of them all, at least here in Cincinnati, and that's Riverfest. This is number 48. You still get excited about it?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
You know, when the week rolls around, we start that Tuesday before the show, and we're down on the river in a very ugly place. There's
you can't tell us either, right?
There's no bath. Well, everybody knows where it is. But it's, you know, you're standing on a steel deck that's full of sand, or actually 4 steel decks. It's hot and miserable, but it's fun. I mean, people look at me like I'm nuts. You know, it's like, it's fun.
Otherwise, Joe admits to being a homebody. He's been married to his wife, Linda, for 29 years and has 2 adult children, Isabel and Rowan. They are his passion. What are you most proud of, Joe?
Where I've come from. You know, being the last of 7 kids sometimes can be a little bit difficult, but, you know, what I'm most proud of is where we've gotten to. You know, how us as a team and us as a family have gotten through some pretty rough times in our industry, and with all big families. You know, again, last of 7. Yeah. You know, you go through rocky times, but we're still kicking. So.
Still booming.
Still booming. Still booming.
Where would you find you on a Saturday morning at 10 a.m.?
A Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Well, it depends on what time of the year it is. If it's during the summer, you'll probably find me cutting my grass or doing something around. I like to my wife and I built a house about 30 years ago, and it's a house on 2 acres, and it's in a subdivision. But I like to work in the yard. You
cut the grass on 2 acres?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I love cutting grass. I don't know why. It's peaceful. My wife will tell you that she hears me talk to myself, and it is funny because I do.
But you don't answer yourself,
No, I don't answer myself, but I talk loud enough to hear myself over the mower.
Oh,
So she's just like, what are you doing? I said, I'm thinking out loud.
Joe is used to loud. It's all those fireworks. I'll stick with the sparklers. Yep, that's my speed. In any case, well, let's cheers to you, Joe, and to the Rozzis.
Thank you.
4 generations. Now, that is a family business that has stood the test of time. And I can't wait to see what surprises they'll have in store for Riverfest this year. Okay, coming up next time, we are getting to know Stephanie Smith a lot better. She's a woman who has a passion for making our community better in some surprising ways. And boy, does she have the gift of gab. She is a hoot. That is coming up next time, right here on Come Have Coffee with Michelle. You may know their names, but how well do you really know Cincinnati's most prominent people? Come Have Coffee gives you a chance to get to know them a lot better. Watch this Cincy Lifestyle special streaming now. Find WCPO 9 everywhere you stream and scroll to specials.